Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave of the day. Today we're going to be using Heritage Hills, the Patriot. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Yep, the Patriot. It's a nice scent. So you only get this in a splash. You basically, I know you got, it's like the interesting thing is that everything's on the outside. It's got bergamot, yeah. Can't even read this. Yeah, it's got patchouli, bergamot, and lime. There we go. I was trying to lime was the one that was missing. Yep, good stuff. And then we'll be following up with a little bit of Old Spice. Everything is nice. But today we're going to be using the second use of the Astra blades with the Merkur 34C. Should be a good combination. Yeah. Not a bad day so far. Woke up in a decent. Yeah, I turned the air conditioning on last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was too hot. It's like, normally we have the windows open and everything. It's like, it's May. It's like, it shouldn't have to have the air conditioning on, but it got up to 90-something degrees yesterday, and it's like, I normally have the windows open. It's nice, dry air. Have the windows open, and then when it starts getting up to about 74, I was like, okay, time to, because I got two thermometers, digital ones to let me know what the temp's out. So if I'm down in the basement, I know what the temperature is, and back in the bowl. And it's like, okay, so I open the windows. We usually have the fan and the furnace fan that runs all the time, so it circulates the air from the upstairs basement, or the downstairs basement. Upstairs, the basement's upstairs. Yeah, okay. The sub basement. Okay. We got the escape room downstairs. So it's like, the house got hot. Man, it's like no air was moving outside. And my wife was like, it is stuffy in the house. So yeah, there's no breeze. Normally you get a crosswind or something with a breeze and cools the house down pretty decently. We haven't had the heat on since the first part of March. It's been a nice, cool, mild spring. And but it got up to about 90 yesterday. And it's like, yeah, it's 90. It's like 23% humidity. So 90 isn't that bad. I didn't feel, you don't feel uncomfortable. You can be outside. There's kind of a breeze going on. But, we have the windows all closed up and the air circulation going on because it sucks the cold air from the basement and in the return duct circulates it upstairs. So the house stays fairly cool. Well, that's the plan. My wife, she makes this Chinese coleslaw. It's basically coleslaw using ramen noodles. Take a bag of ramen noodles and put it in with it, and along with chicken and stuff. She bakes part of it, so she turned the freaking oven on. Not even thinking about it. Heated the house up even more. There wasn't any crosswind going on. Air died. And it was 76 degrees and 60% humidity when I went to bed. The temp didn't drop. It actually went up last night. It dropped down to about 74. I was like, okay, that's cooling off, so I'll open the windows up. I did. And Then the temp went up and humidity went up. And it's like, oh gosh, it is really muggy. Like, good God. We're supposed to have storms rolling in tomorrow. Or actually tonight. Yeah, it'd be tonight. And so like, this is uncomfortable now. I cranked on the AC. We had just got our AC looked at. Cost us $300 to fix it. It's 9 years old. Yeah, 9 years old. And the one thing is, they got this capacitor that like a kicker charge capacitor for kicking it on. And we did our check up just to make sure, and it's like, this capacitor shot. I'm like, okay. And it's supposed to run at 30 amps, and it's running around 12. Like, so it's done. I'm like, okay. This is your AC wouldn't turn on, so they replaced that. It was like $280 for this capacitor. It's like, okay, fine, plus taxes, $300. And we just got that done, so I guess that was good timing, I guess. Now it's kind of cold. It's like getting kind of used to. We set the AC at 74. It's like during the summertime, AC at 74. That's pretty comfortable. Especially if the air dry, and it's like 74 is really nice. So, I forgot one thing. It's like normally it's set to 74, but the tech guy that came in and fixed the air conditioner, to get it to run, kick on, he set it down to 68. It's like, oh, because the house was running about 70 at the time when he come in and did the checkup. So I woke up this morning and like, holy buckets, it's cold in the house. I'm like, it's 68 degrees. So I cranked it up to 74. Like, man. The thing is, if it's 68 upstairs, that means it's 64 to 62 in the basement. Like, which is where my big TV and I work all the time is down there. So you got to wear a sweatshirt. I cranked it up, so it's going to be about 68 in the basement now. So I got that going for us. So that works. It's working. Leave the house cold. But I'll see. It was supposed to get cooler weather coming in Thursday. So anytime I can crank off the AC and save some money, be fine with me. That's my wife. Mostly it's trying to be comfortable when you sleep. Nothing worse than laying in bed just sitting muggy. Ugh. And one of the reasons I went with the Patriot this morning, I was sitting and eating breakfast. I made some, took a banana, some blueberries, and some strawberries, threw them in a blender and blended them up with some honey. And we buy yogurt, big tub of yogurt, just Greek yogurt. And I spoon in that puree into the yogurt and make my own flavored yogurt that way. save a jar of it, and give it to my wife so she can have some with her breakfast because by the time I get out of bed, she's already gone to work. She takes off for work about 7:20, 7:25 in the morning, and I usually don't get out of bed until about 8. So sometimes 8:30. This depends how tired I am. But I'm sitting there eating my yogurt this morning, and local TV station, they always, somehow my wife got the local TV station stories kicked to our one email account. I'm always getting the stories come in, little short stories. One of them was the upcoming how the tariffs are going to affect the 4th of July. Fireworks. I'm like, oh man, no, don't say it's so. And a local guy that's a big distributor of fireworks, owns most of the fireworks stands in the metro area. He has a actual brick and mortar store, but he has all these tents and stuff around the city to sell in all the municipalities. And this, people are not going to love their cost of fireworks this year. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's that mean? Tariffs. I'm like, oh man. Let me tell you, it's probably not going to slow people down. They're just going in. So they're going to still buy it, but they may not buy a whole bunch of it. And they said the big problem is that it's like getting it in. It's like it's one of those things that doesn't sit on the dock very long. It comes in, it gets shipped in, because everything is made in China. And this is, our supply is going to be low, so it's going to be expensive and low supply. There's a lot of times, I'm kind of guilty of it, is that a day before or two before the 4th of July, July 4th, they have a lot of these tents, they're just selling things at 50-60% off just to get the stock out, because a lot of municipalities say you can't sell anything after the 4th of July, so they want to get rid of their stock as quick as possible. And so people are just buying it more discounted, basically almost at cost, so they can get rid of it. And probably won't be a lot of sales going on because supply is going to be low. And I got, it's like, was it last year? It's like a war zone. I got a bunch of neighbors down here that, they buy a bunch of the mortars and they'll blow them off. So basically, it's like having your own fireworks show. But the thing is, I live up on the hill, and I can sit in my lawn chair and just look out over the city and just like, it's like the whole city's just lit up. The sky is getting all smoky because of all the fireworks. And last year went over to my brother-in-law's, sitting on the lawn chairs with your safety goggles on and hard hats. Like, you're watching 3 households just launching. It's like you're surrounded by fireworks, so it's like going off above your head. You're like, don't forget your earplugs. And then you got crap raining down on you, which is why you need your safety goggles and stuff. So there'll still be fireworks, but probably not as much. And a lot of people that may, get a small budget may not buy as much. I do have some orders I need to, from last year. I'll set those suckers off. Take them out. My one friend who owns a business, somebody stole his car and put a whole bunch of fireworks in the trunk, and they got pulled over, so got caught. But they yeah, I got a carload of fireworks. You want some? Like, okay, yeah. They gave them to me. Now I got a good excuse to blow them off. I might go over and pick up a few extra things myself just to launch. Depends on if we go over to my brother-in-law's house or not this year. When the time comes, we'll find out. But hey, it is still a little bit there. There we go. I think we're done. But it's less than 2 months away. 4th of July. So, logistics do happen. You have to look in advance. Alright, let's do a little bit of Old Spice. And everything is nice. It smells so good. There we go. Man, that smells good. That's a nice combination. You get the old lime and patchouli and bergamot mixing up with the cedar and carnation and all of the spices you get with Old Spice. Oh yeah, there's an affiliate link down below to the razor company. And I forgot. Did I announce it in the last video? I don't think I did. We do have the giveaway. Don't forget the giveaway. It goes back to the video that's at the beginning of the month. The one with the Rockwell in it. If you haven't entered the contest, the giveaway for the gift cards to the razor company. So don't forget that. So there you go. That's the shave of the day. Hope you guys liked it. So we all had started off with a little bit of Heritage Hills, the Patriot. Good stuff. Love it, man. And we had the second use of the Astra blades with the Merkur 34C and followed it up with some Old Spice. And don't forget the giveaway. Go to that one video. And if I remember, I'll put the link down below. And we'll have that going for you. All right, so that's it. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.